So someone asked me, hey Ray, can you teach me how to do the half Windsor, the Windsor, the full Windsor, and the double Windsor? I said, sure, but you really need to know is just the two knots. Because the double Windsor and the full Windsor is the same as the Windsor. So people are calling it different. Okay? So I'm going to teach you today how to do the half Windsor and the Windsor. So let's get started. Now remember, wide end long, narrow end short. Okay? It all depends. Adjust it. It all depends on your height and your curvature, because you want the tie to end up at a certain spot in your body. Okay? So it may take a few tries to get it just right. And so now, narrow end, the wider end on the top. Okay? And what we're going to do is, with the wider end, come around the back just once. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to put it in through the front and towards the back. Now, we do not want to go to the opposite side. What we're going to want to do is we want to stay on the same side that we went in. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the front. And I like to hold it here, my thumb and my index finger. Okay, and then we're going to come in through the back. And then grab it and pull it through. Okay? And what you're going to notice is that it's symmetrical. These two sides are basically the same length, and then the top comes right across parallel to the floor. Okay? So we had that little triangle look. Now this knot is a little smaller. Okay. See that? And notice some other thing. I'll show you something. When you take it apart, which is one thing you should always do, take your ties apart. Never leave them in the knot. And this is why I told you to be snug, not too tight. So you can take it apart. And notice this. Comes right off. Okay? It should come right off. Alright, so let's get started with the Windsor. Same thing. Narrow end short, wider end long, wider end over the top. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to come around the back towards the front. And we're going to go on the same side. Remember that, on the same side. Do not go to the opposite side. Stay on the same side. Then what we're going to do is come around the back. And we're going to come in through the front this time. Right through the back. And stay on the same side. Okay? Very important. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come up to the front, like before. Index finger and the thumb back there, hold on to it. And we're going to come up towards the front and through the loop. And notice that. Symmetrical again. Parallel. Okay, so there it is. There's the Windsor. Okay, now one more thing, like the half Windsor, you take the Windsor apart. It should just come apart. Okay, just come apart. So hopefully this will help you to do the half Windsor and the Windsor, and of course the full Windsor and the double Windsor, which are the same as the Windsor.